Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
God, it has motion blur. Hello everybody, welcome back. And I can't turn it off, that's a shame. Not welcome back, I guess welcome to Amnesia.
Excuse me,
notes,
there is a message for you.
diaries, mementos. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. I guess this red crap. I hate the fact that there's motion and there's a lot of blur too. Okay. So, hello, once again, this is Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Picked up a tinderbox. To throw the door open or shut depending on the direction you face. Okay. So I'm assuming that I can use the tinderbox, but I'm also assuming that there's probably not enough tinderboxes to light everything. Okay, so this is a horror game. It's been out for quite a while. I did turn the gamma up a bit. This motion blur is absolutely horrendous. I did look up some stuff on the achievements in that. It doesn't seem too bad. I did also look up a walkthrough. I have it open. It's just the IGN walkthrough. I don't plan on using it unless we get caught or stuck on something, but why am I like crouching on the floor? Oh, it's probably too dark here. I guess that is a part of the game, right? Is that you lose your sanity in the darkness. Use light candles and other lights for environment. The current number of tinderbox is shown in your inventory. Yeah. All is good, crystal clear. Okay. I mean, I guess that's just like a coat hook. But I do have a map up. It does come with a map, so I will use the map that's on there, but I won't look at the actual walkthrough unless we get really stuck on something. Okay, hang on. I need to... Let's see. Amnesia. Motion blur. Let's see. Due to the motion blur being so bad. Okay, well apparently turn off insanity in the graphics settings. I'm not sure. I don't have that option. All I have is gamma. That's a shame. Apparently it gets better though. So I guess I will trust that that's a thing. Or that'll get better. it is kind of like um fuck me. Outlast, where you can't fight. I mean, I say it's kind of like Outlast. Obviously, this came out before Outlast. But yeah, where you can't fight back or anything, you just have to hide and run away from stuff. Okay. What was his name? Daniel? You wanna, like, stop being an asshole for me? Thanks. Fuck. Oh, fuck off, Facebook. I don't care. Don't use you anymore. Stop doing it. Anyway. Right. But yeah, the sanity is apparently, like, super important in this game. And, like, when you're in the darkness, your sanity will go down. I don't know what happens when your sanity drops on normal. I noticed when I was looking at the options that on hard, if your sanity drops to 0, you die. So, okay, some crucifixions and whatnot. Nothing there. See, I don't know where to use these tinder boxes. I would 100% just try and light everything up if I could, but odds are that's definitely not the way to go about this game. Just a guess. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with the rock. Okay. Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. So does that mean that my sanity has dropped? A slight headache. I think standing in the light is supposed to help as well. But I'm not 100% on that. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for sources. I mean, there is nothing there to use the tinder box on. Still had a slight headache. I think there also is an item you can get that will restore it, but we obviously haven't come across anything back yet. Hey, throw shit on the floor that I want. You have picked up a lantern and filled with oil can be turned on by pressing X or selecting it in the inventory. Okay. So now we have a lantern. So that we can see. I see the motion blur did go away a little bit. Now, I don't know how much we should be using the lantern. Like, this is obviously pretty dark, so we'll use it through there. And that's with the gamma turned up. Like, they wanted it way lower than this. Can I turn on these lights? No, probably not, eh? I am getting quite a few tinder boxes. I wonder if I also need them to light the lantern. In case you're wondering, yes, the map that I have up does show me where these are. That's why I'm finding them so easily. But yeah, like, this is, like, way higher than it's supposed to be. secret passage. And what is this? Oh, that's oil for the lantern.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay, so gonna throw out a theory. I don't know what the point of this game is, like what the actual story of this game is. So I'm just gonna throw out this theory here. We're just as old as Alexander. The potion we took reverts us back into a younger body, but it also reverts all of our memories, which is why we forgot everything and don't know where we are. And the only reason I think that is because he says he's old and weak, you're young and strong. And, you know, choose to forget, and then he's trying not to forget. His name is Daniel, whatnot. So I mean, obviously, could very easily be wrong. Why we're killing Alexander, I don't know. And then the shadow that's following us, it says it breaks down reality, but I feel like that's because we broke reality when we reverted back to our young self. And it's kind of traveling to Dover meant going through nothing. And it's kind of like the thing that chases you in the second Prince of Persia game.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Okay. I mean, clearly it's daytime out because we got light streaming through the windows, but oh, some more lantern, oil, tinderbox. So does the oil? Okay, so it does show us how much oil we have as well. Now, I am kind of curious if we... cockroaches. Oh, hissing ones too. If, like, that's something that he'll change out automatically as long as we have it, or if it's, oh, there it is. Or if it's something that we'll actually have to go into our inventory and, change out ourselves. This way, which is apparently to the lab and the wine cellar, but they were talking about they were talking about the refinery. That's blocked. That's blocked, and we do not have anything to open that with. Oh, wait, there might be the archives yet? Should we go into the archives yet? Why not? It's here. Now, I didn't go and check that other direction where we heard the person, but I'm not really going to trust anything that we hear. Because why would I? So let me just get... It's flooded? Nope, just weird water effect everywhere. Okay, apparently there's two monsters in this. That can't hurt me. Alright, well, I didn't realize that the map was going to tell me about the monsters, but... catalogs. Sure, why not? Let's light this one. I don't remember what all the achievements are for this game. I know that I won't be getting them all because I think that there's like a play through it on hard or something that I don't really intend to do, so. Bear books, okay. That makes sense.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay. Archaeologists, and now we have a weird shadow following us. Yeah, that tracks. Let's light up this. Let's light up the hallway, why not? Okay, weird noises, but whatever. Oh, another note.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Well, that's, you know, that'll happen when you tomb raiding, you know. Alright, let's see. study. Yeah. What's this place? Old tomes. Get some light in here. Lamp oil, another tinder box. Another one. Yeah, one's good because I think we're done in here. Okay, what's that? Oh, just a statue. Local history, eh? Oh. Oh, we got a thing. How do I fly, right? No, that's gotta be mementos, right? The door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? I mean, probably, right? Okay, that's where we were. Oh, dude, somebody's gotta... Somebody should really fix that. That reminds me, I saw a thing, there's a game called, like, Castle Renovator or something. Oh, I can start, like, the fireplace. Boosh. There we go. I'm assuming that I shouldn't be using these as much as I am, but, yeah. If I die later, I die later. Some more oil. Oh, and I think I missed a... tinder box here. In here, is it? Huh. I didn't pick one up over here, did I? I lit that. I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking at the right... I guess I don't really have a map to compare it to, right? So I'm just kind of assuming that I know where I am. I mean, it's gotta be, though, because that says that there's supposed to be rocks I'm looking at. So I don't know where that tinder box is. Like this one. Floor plans, alright. That should be helpful for sure. Oh,
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
okay, so these aren't actually things that we can pick up then, eh? Western Hall, that's not where we are. Eastern Wing, that's also not where we are. So that's not really all that useful. I mean, obviously I could take a picture of it if I wanted to, but I'm not. Since I have a map already, I'm not really worried about it. Fragile but not breakable. By hand. Okay, but wasn't... Oh, no, that was back where we were. Okay. What's this place? Maps. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. Oh, the hell? Why did picking up the note do that exactly?
17th of May, 1839.
After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Okay, I guess that's my cue that I'm actually in control here.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay. Now, it says that I can't break that by hand. So, does that mean that I can... There we go. Sure did mean that I can just bust through like a boss.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Alright. Oh, they're not going to read this one? Okay. Artstadt and Brennenburg Castle 1801, another region rich with lore as Altstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark, ask any local and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? They sound like those guys from Bloodborne, the kidnapper dude. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? I mean, maybe it was him, and, you know, when he left, he's just, whatever he saw, he was like, nah, why, I don't know what you're talking about. The Immortal Baron. What's this now? So many worthless emails. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby, Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. The Order of the Black Eagle, wasn't that a Nazi thing? I mean, I don't know that the Order was, but it, I know that they used like, oh, there we go. That they like used a black eagle as one of their symbols for something or other. Okay, so I'm assuming that since we're in a library, we need to find books, secret books. Okay, nope. Okay. Apparently not. Those ones. Oh, this one looks special. Okay, so there's one. Two. Oh, there it is. And there's three. I'm assuming open that, but what's this door? Oh, it's locked. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter what that door is then. There, I guess. There we go. Guarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay. So we got the key for the wine cellar and then found a note. Oh, now the door is open. That the wine cellar is where he decided to put some dudes. Okay. Now, I wonder if the tinderbox is here now. No, I guess not. Oh, hello. Oh, there it is, right there. It almost looked like a mummy, kind of, right? Now, granted, that could just be because it, like, immediately faded out, but, you know. He's a real, like, blarg kind of monster, you know? It's like, just making weird noises. Oh, so I just couldn't touch it while it was growing, I guess? Weird, but whatever. Now we got like fucking goop growing all over the place. Oh, got some nice nature outside though. I think that was a, what do they call it? I think a whippoorwill, I think. Let's see, we came from over there because we crossed in front of this. And we went down there, which means we need to go this way. And then the lab is to the right, but probably not. Oh, it is available. But this says that we should be going to the wine cellar first, and we do have the key for it, so. Warning, you will likely lose a lot of sanity in this area. Well, that's always good. Okay. How? Oh, I see. The desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless, but in camp, the hills moved. Okay. Alright. Some sunlight coming in. Okay, so it doesn't fill it all the way up, so we'll do that. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Alright, so we definitely need to find the mental health, whatever.
Where did the Baron go? Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay. Recuperate, eh? Can I open them either way? No, okay. They do only open one way, which obviously makes sense, but... No. Going through that door. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern if possible. Okay. Make sure to stay in the light and try to make progress. I mean, I am trying to make progress here. And I'm using my lantern, so... Use the laudanum to increase your health, but not sanity. Okay, so that just does health. That's a shame, but whatever. Can I not grab stuff while I'm jumping? Back with a vengeance. That is a horrible mechanic to use for this. Okay, and this should be that area that was actually locked before, because it's not now. How many tinderboxes do I have? 12, eh? Okay, grab the thing, thank you. Another one, and somebody has decided show off how small their dick is by putting as much bass into their vehicle as possible. Or piment. What the hell that is. And another tinderbox. I don't really like that the tinderboxes are a one-time use thing. It seems like a weird... Like, I've used a tinderbox before. You can definitely use them more than once. Okay, got another calamine.